fortress dates back to 1737, and Vardo's fortress represents a unique testimonial to the cultural and the military history of this region. The entrance fee is 50 krona into the fortress, and you pay cash at the entrance, and that is basically into a little box placed by the entrance. Departure from Vardo this afternoon will be at 5:30 the bus. Meine Damen und Herren, herzlich willkommen in Vardo. Vardo ist die östlichste Stadt Norwegens und liegt weiter östlicher als Sankt-Petersburg und Istanbul. Vardo hat etwa 2300 Einwohner und wurde 1789 gegründet. Wir empfehlen einen Besuch der achteckigen Festung Vardohus, die nur ca. 10 Minuten von Schiff entfernt liegt. Die heutige Festung wurde 1734 erbaut. Die Vardos Festung ist eine Form in einseitiger Kultur- und Militärgeschichte Norwegens. Der Eintritt kostet 50 Kronen pro Person und das bezahlt wird beim Eintritt, beim Eingang in die Festung. Abfahrtzeit heute ist um 17:30 Uhr, meine Damen und Herren, und das bedeutet, dass dann an Bord 10 Minuten vor Abfahrt. Dann we wish you a nice stay here in Vardo.
Sto qua sotto.
Well, I caught the horn. You can hear it echoing back off the mountainsides. I don't know if we caught this before, but this is Berlevag. And the fish have been out to dry because it really smells like fish. We didn't see this town on the way to Kirkenes, but we were seeing it on the way back. And already the temperature has dropped quite a bit. Here the snow is almost visible all the way down to the water front. That was one of the telltale signs that we were going further north in the Arctic as the snow kept creeping further down. First at the tops of the mountains, and then down the sides, and then to the bottom. You can see over here, all the layers is a combination of sedimentary rock, and igneous rock, and metamorphic rock. It's complicated geology. We'll have to look that up when we get home. Seems like the ship is starting to turn out and then it's going to spin its way around. It just comes back to the port side, because that's the side that the loading ramps are on. And again, you can see the wind farms up on the tops of the mountains. They are all over the place up here. And real isolated communities too. I suspect they just dump their power right onto the grid in the local grid section of the town. I'm not sure if that's also Berlevag over there. Maybe it's a different little village. We'll have to look that up. You enjoying your time here?
I am. It's very comfortable. Today is cold and wet, so we decided to stay in.
Right. Well, this is the first time we've been up in this bow area.
Mina damer och herrar, Havila Pollux strax klar på avgång och vi ber våra besökare om att vänligt förlata skeppet. Vi önskar alla våra nya gäster välkommen ombord och ber er studera skeppets säkerhetsinformation som visas på tv-skärmar och uppslag ombord. Vi önskar er alla en riktigt god resa. Tack! Ladies and gentlemen, Havila Pollux is soon ready for departure. Our next port of call is Oksfjord about 3:50 p.m. Thank you and have a nice journey. Meine Damen und Herren, Havila Pollux ist jetzt zur Abfahrt bereit.
We're just leaving Hammerfest. You can see the mountains hopping up from the shoreline off in the distance. Looks like some rain out there too. A helicopter flying out. This little island is called Hoya, just off Hammerfest. It's a bird sanctuary. We're going to take a little detour around it. You can see snow-capped mountains off to the left with the snow now, because we're so high in the Arctic, coming all the way down to the shore. I'm not sure if that is fog or rain or snow way off to the left of the bow, but we'll find out soon enough. Looks like there's a little navigation marker up here at the base of the island. And way off to the right you can see kind of low-hanging clouds, which remind me a lot of the clouds we get in the UP in the late spring and the late fall. I don't see any birds yet.
No. Open for what are those little birds that
Oh, the puffins.
puffins and eagles. There's something up there. This woman is almost as avid a videoer as you.
You can see down the fjord up there, it looks like either rain or snow. Oh, there's a bird. Two birds. Yeah, I don't see anything up there. Oh.
Same birds we've been seeing.
And there's some ducks.
Oh, what are these little things?
They look like little ducks.
No, see the little things flitting across?
Yeah.
Those are tiny birds. And then what are these things on the wall?
Oh, what are those?
They look like the same as those tiny birds. See it?
I think they are. I think they're just nesting on the walls up there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're up high too.
Yeah.
This is Oksfjord. We are leaving the little town. We're just at the wharf over there where the blue and white bins are. They have another little marina here for private boats. There's a ferry that takes cars across to the other part of the peninsula over to the right, which has a road that's maybe only a couple of miles long. There is a road that leads from Oksfjord out down the peninsula in a winding path. So you can get supplies in here on truck, but a ship visits here twice each day to carry larger supplies. We're back in the Arctic look with snow coming down almost all the way now to the ocean from the tops of the mountains, and the clouds dipping down over the tops of the mountains as well. We're getting far enough south now that we can start to see a few scrubby trees growing up the side and some growing in town. And now we're going to head out into the ocean again and then come back down inside the fjords and head eventually to Tromso. This is the other side of the peninsula. You can see there's hardly anything there in the way of development. Snow coming down out of the little cirques. Oh, and there's a fairly large one. It's very calm in here, but it'll soon get choppy again. The waves are probably 4 to 5 feet out in the Norwegian Sea as we were coming over here, and the boat was rolling a bit, but not too badly. And so we are going to be heading out around that point down there and turning to the left and then heading back out into the sea to go to Tromso. This, I believe, is the island of Loppa, L-O-P-P-A, and boy, doesn't it look like something from out of the Arctic. Man, absolutely nothing there except for a few houses over here at this end. But at that end, just a long tongue of rock. So I'm going to go over to the other side and see how we're doing over there. Oh, and here's some houses down here at this end, too. It is absolutely amazing where people live in this area. This is the other side of the ship. We just passed, in fact, you can probably still see it straight out from the camera here. It's a little tiny fishing boat. What they're doing out there is beyond me. a slide between Lapa and this other little island here. We came through here in the middle of the night on our way up. This is somewhat like the train. You go through Nebraska on your way out. You go through Nevada and Nebraska on the way back. It's just so isolated, but very beautiful. We are in Skjervey. And we are just leaving, as you can tell. It's a pretty little town. Got the mountains that are still snow covered. We're on our way to Tromso. It has been a long day. It's been gray, it's been cold. It's been one little outpost after another. We can kind of see why they did the northbound voyage through all these places at night. But this is a cute little village. You can see there one of the local ferries that connects little islands to the other islands in the neighborhood. We got somebody checking out their boat down below. That's a more formal fish farm. We've seen them out in the fjords, but I haven't seen them in a harbor before. We'll have to check that out and find out what that is. There's the little boat again, following behind the car ferry, or not car ferry, the coastal ferry. The wake. Look like teenagers having fun. Again, the houses are so nicely kept up. Different colored roofs. We'll have to look this town up and find out if it was burned at the end of World War II as well, because so many others towns were burned up here in Finnmark. That's left a lasting legacy for the Norwegians in terms of how they view the Germans. Many Norwegians now, are happy to have them as business partners and tourists, but many of them are very standoffish in terms of recalling from their parents and their grandparents what happened during the occupation from 1940 to 1945. As well as the aftermath of that, when Norway for a while was the poorest country in Europe, along with Portugal. The whole economy was just completely flattened by the war. And the same type of ambivalent relationship remains with the Russians today. The Russians forced the Germans out of Finnmark and came in and occupied for a while and eventually returned things to Norway. But there's a concern that the Russians would love to have Finnmark to themselves to protect their northwest flank, as it would be. I mean, right now the Russian Navy has a big station in Murmansk, which is just east of where we were in Kirkenes. They would love not to be able to have Norwegians and Americans casting radar over their ships and submarines and have that area all to themselves. What a beautiful landscape, though. You can see way off in the distance a glacial valley. You can see another one directly ahead of me now, and another one way over there. It just must have been incredible here as the Ice Age started to retreat. So what an absolutely beautiful country.
overgång